Man City is not a step up. Liverpool or Manchester United certainly is.
He literally has photos in wearing Manchester City shirts as a kid.
Why would I go there right now when he might not actually trust Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right man for the job anyway?
Hello, welcome back to HOLDTL. My name is Flav, and this is a brand new football debate show on the Super 6 YouTube channel, where it's not about getting the dub, it's about making sure you're not the one left holding the L. This week we've got Akeem from Cheeky Sports, Chris from Redmen TV, and Stephen McInerney from Esteemed Kompany. How you doing, boys?
I'm good.
Good?
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
But we've got to get into it. Before we get into it, right, we've got to discuss what happened last week. Stephen, you were voted by the boys to hold the L in who had the fiercest derby in the Premier League. You held the L, but the community has also spoken. If you go to the community tab, you can see there's a poll, right? 6.4 thousand people voted last week. 50% said, Stephen, you held the L. 45% said DT. And just 5% said Chris Pajak. Well done. Congratulations, Chris. You did very well. You had a good position, to be fair. Stephen, there's no denying it. You 100% took the L. The community said so. We said so. You just have to eat that one, unfortunately. Well, you just got to eat it. Just eat it, right? But this week, we've got a good subject for you because Erling Haaland has said that only 3 Premier League clubs would he join. One of them is Man City, one of them is Man United, and one of them, of course, is Liverpool. Now, what we want to do this week is we want to find out from you guys what is the worst move for him. If you were him, out of those 3 clubs, what would be the worst move for you?
Manchester City, a team that's got no bite in Europe. They are absolutely a small club. There are 2 super clubs in this conversation, Liverpool and Manchester United. And Man City doesn't do anything but spend a lot and hope for a lot. Get Man City out of the conversation. Liverpool or Manchester United are the only 2 clubs for a Dortmund star. Simple.
Man City and Liverpool are no-brainers for Haaland, so therefore it has to be Man United. I know he has a connection to Solskjaer, but I can't say that working with Guardiola and Klopp doesn't trump working with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United are a club constantly in flux. They are up and down, up and down, up and down. If you want to win trophies, you go elsewhere, but you don't go to Manchester United at the moment. Good side, but not good enough.
The worst club that Erling Haaland could go to is Manchester United. It won't be the worst club for his bank balance, but it will be the worst club for trophies. The fact of the matter is Liverpool have had a bad season, but they will bounce back and he will be a legend if he takes that front spot from Roberto Firmino. Manchester United, it's not going to happen. He's not going to further his career going there.
So there we have it. Akeem, you're up against it this week, I think. Let's start with you then. Why would this be a good move for Ireland? Why should he join Man United?
Firstly, the club size. Flav, massive club. He's going from Dortmund. He needs to go a step up. Man City is not a step up. Liverpool or Manchester United certainly is. Obviously, there's the connect. Obviously, there's the connection. Of course, there's the connection of the Norwegian love between Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Erling Haaland. And he loves Manchester, but he doesn't love Manchester City. His dad's probably told him, get lost. He wants to go to the red side, and that's the reason why.
It's strange, though. Isn't it strange that that Man United were even mentioned? If he is such a Man City fan, why were Man United even mentioned? I don't think that's a bigger case as people think, Steve.
I mean, obviously he's got the connections United with Solskjaer a little bit, but his dad literally captained Manchester City. He literally has photos in wearing Manchester City shirts as a kid, literally training in Man City shirts. I've seen him wear a Balotelli shirt. Literally, he is that much of a supporter of Manchester City Football Club, and he gets the chance to replace potentially one of the greatest strikers of all time in Sergio Aguero. It's like there's a slot ready there for him. He gets to play with possibly the best passer in world football in Kevin De Bruyne, alongside potentially some of the best wingers in world football and some of the best midfielders in world football, for a squad actually crying out for a new, fresh face up front. It makes so much sense in every single sense of the word. Even gets to man. I mean, even if you don't rate Guardiola, you can't deny that he's a world-class coach, and we've got a world-class squad. And we are currently, even despite the Derby defeat, and I'm still hurting from that, we are currently still the best team in the league. We are probably going to win the league. We're probably going to win a whole bunch of trophies. So trophies, gets paid well. The fact that he supports City, the fact that he gets to play with Aguero, the fact that he gets to play with Guardiola, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo, Foden, Mahrez. You couldn't have more chances created for him. It makes so much sense in every single way that
Chris,
I don't even know what more to say.
How well prepared is he this week, Chris? Because he's
Mate, he's been holding that L all week, and he's been writing on the back of it. And it was a big L, but he's wrote a load of notes on the back of it this week. And I'll tell you what, he's spot on in everything that he said. He is absolutely spot on. Haaland could go to Manchester City and score 40 to 50 goals a season. I genuinely believe that, because they are so good. They're such a good side. And yet Jesus is probably the weakest of all the links that they've got.
That's fair
and,
as well.
you know, Aguero's tailing off right now. Haaland would add something different, and he's got that physicality as well. It's just something that Aguero has never had. He's a fox in the box. He's made for that Manchester City side. I genuinely believe that. I think Stephen's absolutely spot on.
Yeah, look.
Cheers, Chris.
Look. I'll keep it short and sweet. Look, Chris, Steve, you're absolutely wrong in every way, sense of the word. You've got to understand, Haaland doesn't want to go to a club the same size as Dortmund. He doesn't want to go to a library, which the Etihad. He doesn't want to play in front of fans that doesn't sing, doesn't chant. He doesn't want to play for a European club with no European bite. They've not even won a Europa League in the last 20, 30 years. They are biteless. All they do is spend money and hope for the best in Europe. And Haaland is going from a club that is a top European side, but he needs to take the step up to a European heavyweight, a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, a Manchester United, a Bayern Munich, a Liverpool maybe, but definitely not Manchester City. Come on, that's a laugh. Haaland's dad was no way near as good as this guy is. No way near. You cannot compare in any way, shape, or form. And for that reason, he would definitely.
It is his dad, though. It is his dad.
It is his dad.
I mean, I'd never said he was, to be fair. I was just saying his dad captain Man City. He may have a soft spot.
He may have some.
And to be honest, call United a European competition heavyweight right now. Put it
this way.
Genuinely a good season if you get in the Champions League right now.
Put it this way. If Haaland's dad could play for Manchester United, he would have dreamed of it. He right now will be sitting on the dinner table.
Sure, back then, but right now.
Trust me, he'll be sitting there on the dinner table with his son now, eating steak and chips and saying, son, if you can go to Manchester United, go to Manchester United. Don't worry about those boys. They're rubbish. That's what he was saying.
Go and play for the team that ended my career with Roy Keane. Yeah, I'm sure he's got a massive soft spot for United, Alfie Haaland. Do you know what I mean? Keane literally ended him. So I'm sure he
wants the best for his son.
I think
best for his son.
I think we've all noticed that Chris has realised that all he has to do to not hold the L this week is just to, kind of stay out of it. But I can't believe Liverpool aren't a part of this conversation. Look what's happening at Liverpool at the moment. We don't know if Klopp can fix it. If Haaland's going into what could be a massive rebuilding project, Man United and Man City, you could argue, aren't that. Why wouldn't Liverpool be the hardest, the worst move for him out of that three, Chris?
Look, let's be honest, Flav. You texted me last night and said, write the season off, give Klopp some players. There is no chance you don't rebound. Your words, not mine, Flav. And that's what you texted me last night after Liverpool lost the game of football. So you genuinely believe there is, verbatim, there is no chance you don't rebound. That is why Haaland is in the same boat. He looks at it and goes, and to be honest, in much the same way as Manchester City came out into this one, with an Aguero-shaped hole in their side, and yet they're still so good. Liverpool have got a ready-made player there that probably needs an upgrade right now in Roberto Firmino. I think the front three maybe does need refreshing. There's a spot there where Haaland can come in and absolutely own, and I think when our players are back, we've got to hope that we go back to what we were. I think Liverpool are closer to trophies than Manchester United. I genuinely believe that. Although this season we've been nowhere near good enough. I think he's got a genuine shot at big trophies with Liverpool, and my thing is, I like this Manchester United side. I think they're really good. I think they've got a really good front three, actually, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood for the future. So I kind of like that, and I go, you know what, where's he going in there? Cavani's their sort of big, impactful player who's doing really well for them as well. So there's not really a spot at Manchester United in quite the same way as there is at Liverpool or Man City, and I think we guarantee trophies, both of our clubs, more so than Manchester United.
Not in Europe.
I'm with Chris on that as well.
I'm never going to text you.
Well, definitely in Europe for Chris anyway. But what I will say, even from a City fan's perspective, if there's one team I don't want him to go to, it's Liverpool. I genuinely don't want him to go to Liverpool. It'd be devastating going to United, but I fear him going to Liverpool because I feel like he is a difference maker potentially for them. Because at the moment, Firmino's become this whole like false nine striker thing, and where he's defending and all that kind of stuff and whatever. But they do, in my opinion, miss a little bit of extra spark at the moment through the middle. And like Haaland would be so popular there. He'd be really popular. And I genuinely fear that. So as a City fan, I don't want him going there. I would be upset if he went to United, but I still don't think it would transform in the way that it would transform City or Liverpool personally. Because I feel like he's the cherry on the cake. You know what I mean? Well, United are still building that cake, and that's the way I see it from personally.
He's going to become the next superstar in world football. Why would a move to Man City necessarily help him, where he just kind of disappears amongst the other superstars already there? I think a move to Man United does work.
I mean, Aguero and Kevin De Bruyne haven't exactly disappeared, have they?
I completely agree. Look, you go for a challenge, right? You go to reignite a flame that may have, gone out in the wind, and that's what Man United is. Look, Manchester United is a project. Of course, we haven't won the league for a couple of years, but we are the only team that's won the Champions League and the Premier League in the same year twice, by the way, not just once. So he has that credential that he wants to go to a club that has that prestige, has that history that maybe Liverpool doesn't have or Man City doesn't have in terms of European and Premier League stardom. Now, Manchester United, do not get me wrong, Liverpool is a super club and they have the pool that also Manchester United has. But like I said, Manchester City is the worst choice because Haaland looks ambitious. And if Haaland's not ambitious, please go to the Etihad. We don't want you anyway. We want to play. Ambition is winning trophies. And Man City are winning more trophies than all of our clubs. Man City are winning more trophies than all of them.
Yeah, but I
can add them up over the last 5 years. They've won more than all of us. I kind of get
what Akeem's saying there, right? Because going to Man City is guaranteeing Premier League trophies and Champions League, but it becomes a cog in the machine. If his ambition is like a personal ambition to be elevated above that, then surely pulling Liverpool
stay at Dortmund. If that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, so he's what's interesting about Erling Haaland is he has engineered himself to have a low release fee, which is why anyone can buy him, £53 million next summer. So his brain works in a way that the other players don't seem to. He knows he can pick where he wants to go, and I just feel like he might pick someone else other than City because of that.
He engineered, I think, that fee for the simple fact that he actually could have gone anywhere a couple of years ago, but he wanted to get that experience in beforehand. I mean, listen, there is loads of players in world football where trophies is the be all and end all of things. There are not very many players who go to a project. Managers might go to a project because they believe that, they've got the ego to turn that project around. Players maybe not so much in quite the same way, I don't think anyway. And I think if you were to go for a project, it is a club that you have an affinity for rather than one that you just know are a big club. So for me, I think he looks at Manchester United and goes, well, why would I go there right now when he might not actually trust that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right man for the job anyway? Look how many players, and the opposite is true as well. Look how many players go from a German club to Bayern Munich. They literally pick the best players from that league time and time again to keep themselves above the rest of the league. And no player goes, I'll stay here at Schalke to try and win the league. They all just go. They just go to Bayern Munich because they just want to win trophies. Going to Man City guarantees more trophies right
Chris,
now.
I just want to say one thing quickly.
If he wants to go,
I just want to say one thing quickly, Chris. You have actually just made my argument, so thank you for that. You've just summed it up. Haaland went to Dortmund, a shock choice where he knew he wasn't going to win anything, and if he does, it was be a very ambitious ask. And that just shows the sort of man he is. He's ambitious. He didn't want to go to Bayern Munich. He didn't want to go to Barcelona. He didn't want to go to Real Madrid. He went to develop. But
Akeem, hang on, Akeem.
Okay, so
right. But he didn't win anything, and now he's moving on.
Exactly. So it shows.
So come on, he didn't win anything, and he's moving on. He wants to go somewhere to win trophies. You've inadvertently walked yourself into a corner here. Akeem. Take the L, hold the L, own the L.
Chris, he made a decision to go to Dortmund. He made a decision to go. Hey, hold on. He made a decision to go to Dortmund. All I'm saying is, when he goes to a bigger club, that's what he wants, a bigger club. He doesn't want to... Why are we assuming he wants trophies? We're assuming that every player has different ambitions. What he wants to go to... Hold on.
Well, why is he leaving Dortmund if he doesn't want trophies?
He wants to go to a bigger club, a bigger stadium. He wants to have bigger prestige in his career. That's what he wants to go for, and that's the reason why he's going to go to Manchester United. I'm confident about that, just like I was confident that United were going to comfortably beat City. And look what happened there. Let's just leave it there. Simple.
Right, you've heard the discussion. Before we get into the vote, we want you to download the Super 6 app and come and compete against all of us in the Super 6 Mini League. There is £250 on the table. To join the league, all you got to do is use the password HOLDTL. We'll be playing every week to find out who really knows their football. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply as always. Well, now it's time to find out who the guys think should hold the L this week.
I'm sorry, Akeem, you're holding the L. I mean, I can't deny Liverpool. I definitely can't deny Man City. But Man United at the moment, they are not. They're a similar sideways step to Dortmund at the moment, unfortunately for them. He wants trophies, he wants success. He goes to Manchester City, Liverpool, and Guardiola and Klopp. I'm sorry, Akeem.
Akeem, you know I love you, but you're holding the L this week, mate. You thought I was making your arguments. We walked you into a corner. You realised too late that your argument didn't stack up. If he wants to go to win trophies, he goes to Manchester City or he goes to Liverpool, and it's that simple.
All right, my question is, what time did you guys text each other? Because this friendly rivalry is a joke. Man City and Liverpool colluding. And for that reason, both of them should take the L. Both of them. Both. Simple.
So there you have it. The guys think this week you should hold the L, Akeem. How do you respond?
I just hate this friendly rivalry respect of, oh, yeah, every Man City fan loves and respects Liverpool and vice versa. It's an absolute joke. You guys, honestly.
No, we don't.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, guys. It's,
Really,
it's absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
But to be honest, quality recognises quality. I will say that.
Okay, well, you've heard what the guys think. Now, if you head over to the community page on the Super 6 YouTube channel, you'll be able to have your vote to find out who actually holds the L, and we'll reveal it next week. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you all next week.